XM 105, Sirius 206, the Opie and Anthony channel. The Ron and Fez show starts right now.
Okay, let's get down to it, boppers.
All buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show on, I'm guessing, a Thursday. I know I was confused yesterday.
Thirsty Thursday.
Every day has something to do with drinking. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. That's our phone number. And well, we started off a little bit with Lost Trailers. Why wouldn't we? It's summer.
Oh yeah,
it's summer. It's one of those kind of moods.
I got my bag of seed right here.
It's all happening. Tonight, I think 5 o'clock, the Team USA plays. We got a tough one. We're up against the Nigers, and we are going to kick the shit out of them. I believe this is their first time at the Olympics, or at least basketball. So, their first time coming in the Olympics, and they're taking on the NBA All-Stars. Boom. Now, I saw Melo's wife on the Today Show today, very confident. Said, hey, it's one thing to win, but we really want to enjoy ourselves over here.
Hell yeah, Lala, she's fucking loving it.
There's definitely a tortoise in the hare thing that I'm digging in a big, big way. That, you know, just the way we start every game really, really slow and don't know what we seem to be doing.
And Coach K gets pissed.
Yeah, he gets pissed. And then, oddly, the bench comes in and crushes.
Yeah.
If we start at the bench, we could probably get out to a 30-40 point lead. All right, I think one of the fun stories out there, and everybody at Molly's is abuzz about this, Molly Chicago, and why shouldn't they be? Second city, no more. Congratulations, Chicago. You're number one. It is the deadliest city on the planet Earth. On the planet Earth, despite the fact that there's actual wars other places. Chicago, deadliest city.
That's horrifying.
Horrifying, but you know what? If you're going to do it, go for first.
No,
extremes are extremes are important, Hicks. And let me tell you something. The last thing that you want to do is come in third in that. Because A, it's still really bad. And B, it looks like you're not trying or the people of your town can't shoot. Now, the weird thing is, if they just went by half city, they would be even stronger. The problem is the north side drags down the numbers.
So you're saying they have to spread out the violence.
Spread it out, move it around, and, you know, keep it going. Chicago, even though they've had a lot of trouble with the Cubs over the years, when it comes to deadly violence, not just violence, deadly violence, you can't beat them. Here's Ryan. Ryan, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, hold on, Ronnie B. I got to put on this barbecue rib.
Fuck, I'm starving. Hicks, where's our ribs?
Fresh out.
We haven't gotten a goddamn good lunch around here in forever.
It's a nice pizza yesterday.
And now, what is today? Yesterday?
Today's today?
Yeah.
The day after yesterday?
Get the ribs here. I don't want fucking Ryan looking down his nose at us. What's up, Brian?
Heading up to Chicago tomorrow for Lollapalooza, you know, ready to see your boys DeAntword Friday, 5 o'clock.
That is going to steal it all, I believe.
You know it.
If they live.
Who else is big in Lollapalooza this weekend?
Sabbath, Black Keys, Jack White, Chili Peppers.
It's a very, very strong Lollapalooza this year. I still, you know, I'm old school when it comes to this. I'd rather travel, but that's me. I'm living in the 90s like a fucking idiot.
Is Hicks going to be there with the nod somewhere?
You know what?
Look, I keep it together, all right?
You enjoy yourself. Make sure you stop by Molly's and have a great time. Jason in Detroit, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Ron and Fez. First of all, I want to say Detroit's going to be better next year. We got some guys coming off of parole.
All right, good luck to you.
Title back next year. We're taking it back, Ronnie. We need our title.
Here's what the problem with Detroit is. Things have gotten so economically bad. A lot of the murderers are leaving. They just feel like there's not enough people to kill anymore. And I feel for them. You used to be able to go through Detroit and shoot people and keep the numbers up high. Now, so much of the city is empty, you've got to drive out of town to enjoy yourself. Let's go over here to Danny in Texas. You're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Ron, I think that's unfair, too, because, I know in Baghdad and Kabul, we killed lots of motherfuckers, and it wasn't reported, so that's an unfair advantage.
All right, so what you're saying, yeah, but see, here's what I think happens there. Those are USA numbers. And Baghdad on its own has got to be able to handle itself. Now, I don't know why we haven't sent the troops into Chicago. It might be a great idea for everybody.
Just military rule.
And a great chance for the military to do the stuff they love to do and then still get home for weekends and Thanksgiving. And we don't have to have that whole sad football day where everyone's like, oh, before you eat your turkey, think of the guy. Well, they'll just be in Chicago. It won't be so bad at all.
Beirut must be thrilled at this, because that was always the analogy. If there was a lot of violence, this place looks like Beirut. Now it looks like Chicago.
Let's go over here. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, hey, it's Joker from New Orleans.
Report this.
Just wanted to remind you that, we're a perennial number one. And we hate to give it up to Chicago, so we're hoping that another hurricane will hit and stir up the public again.
See, the thing is, you're really good at storm deaths. That's where you're doing very, very well right now.
And up your gun game.
And Brad Pitt's children. So you do very, very well in those two areas. But that's it. Jason, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Ronnie B, what's going on?
Yeah.
We're taking back this title, Newark, New Jersey. Once we get rid of this superhero mayor, we're taking the title back.
Well, Newark, New Jersey, I think that if you did like a minor league cities, smaller cities, Division II, you guys would be at the top of it. The problem is you just don't have the number of people that Chicago used to have before their murder spree started. Now, who put this out? Who put this thing out, Hicks?
This is NBC.
NBC said this?
NBC Chicago was reporting this shit.
All right, what are the other cities that are up there high?
Okay. Sao Paulo, Brazil.
All right, big ups to them. The biggest ghetto in the world, they claim.
Yeah, there's just shacks and drug dealers. Moscow is a big one.
Moscow, they have that thing where the old KGB guys go into business for themselves. And there's also no such thing as a fist fight over there. There's only murder.
Just pull a gun. Fuck it. Mexico City.
Mexico City, of course. Oddly enough, Americans used to travel to Mexico. But if you tell people that you're going to go to Mexico now, they'll start crying and try to hold onto your leg.
Please don't go.
Did you see what they're doing?
They're cutting everyone's head off.
It's awful.
Narco-terrorism.
All right, who else is big on the list?
Los Angeles is up there.
L.A., baby.
Hell yeah. Fucking lining up everybody.
Bloods, Crips, congratulations. Top 10.
That's right. New York. We have, but
the Apple.
It's a big difference between us and the next couple of ones, though. It's sad.
What are you saying? We've dropped down?
We're dropped down, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I believe that we do lead the nation in big drink deaths, if you believe our mayor. We don't handle big drinks very well. And also, we need to breastfeed more.
More titty milk.
What else you got?
Paris. There's some violence
That
there.
surprises me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, does hairy armpits count as violence? Because
they must be fucking counting it.
There's an enormous amount of death by croissant in Paris, and a lot of people don't know that.
It's tasty bread.
Let's go over to Alex. Alex, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, I just want to mention something near and dear to your heart. The Miami Hurricane football program is coming back with a vengeance, so I expect Dave Brower to represent. I expect Miami to be back at the top of that list. We're gonna be back with a vengeance, and we're taking over that number one spot.
Miami right now, by the way, they have to just be so happy with Penn State, knowing that somebody has done things more horrific than them. But they actually have led the league in murders on the sidelines, where normally every game somebody ends up getting killed on the sideline.
That murder or just ODs?
My favorite thing is back when they were the real bad boys, when their nickname was like the Criminals and shit, and they had Luke Skywalker, the rapper, and there was video of him handing out hundreds and shit on the sideline.
That's
Like
awesome,
somebody would
man.
make a big hand on, come running into him after a tackle, and he'd slip him a couple bucks. They were great. They were great. And the orange and black, it's tough to fucking pull off. Marcus, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, hey, we can't neglect Philadelphia. Just this morning, there was a guy with an AK, a sawed-off, 2 handguns, some drugs and cash, and the only way they caught him on the Broad Street line was because somebody turned him in over at the Market East Station.
There was actually a great story out of Philly this week, and that was this guy going around doing armed robberies all over the place, just bold as shit, on the street, then into the store, back out on the street catching people, and 12 years old. He's 12 years old, 12-year-old stick-up man.
What the fuck?
This kid should be in Williamsport right now, playing in the Little League World Series. Instead, he's putting together something that...
he's making some money.
Yeah, he is. And you know what? He's a go-getter. That's the best thing about him. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Up on the iBang today, of course, the Brian Regan quiz. How well do you know Brian Regan? I thought we had a big story of terror on a trampoline. I was ecstatic about it. I'm like, good. I'll lead with this because if it bleeds, leads. Just not newsroom. Also here on the radio. Bad news. It's not terror on the trampoline. It's a terror on a trampoline. But then let me turn this around. It's even better because he's on a trampoline.
That dog's loving this trampoline.
He's fucking great at it.
Be careful, though. I mean, you could fucking...
I would seriously, if I could walk up to the owner of that and just open my wallet and say, take whatever you want. I want the fucking dog, and I want that bouncy fucking couch. Let's do this. And then I would just have that in my backyard, watching him all day. Then I would go into my living room, fucking pull it in there, and make him jump while I'm watching TV.
That'd be the most entertaining goddamn thing in the world.
Also, very, very controversial piece up, and it was listed as something about monkeys. Let me get a look at this. It's one of our later stories. All right, don't listen to that monkey. Now, did not have time to catch this. Take a look what's happening there, Hicks.
Okay.
And tell me if you see a monkey.
All right.
That is not a monkey, my friend. That's a fucking chimpanzee.
Oh,
so the hate mail is coming in at us fast and furious right now. And if we're going to do this, and by the way, male pattern baldness on that chimpanzee.
This guy must be up there.
Dude, let me tell you something. This is the saddest fucking thing. I saw this morning and I could barely even look at it. He's just begging to be let out. I'd have to fucking let him out. In the meantime, this guy's just busting his balls. Like, you want to be let out? It's great.
It's so funny.
How could you not feel bad for him? I think he's that bald from smashing his head against the window.
Oh.
And he thinks he's going to get out. He thinks that guy is there to help him, not taunt.
Well, apparently, he may even think that he's a monkey for all we know. We don't know all the details, but I'm looking for a fact checker. I would make Pips it, but Pips writes an anti-woman thing every fucking day, no matter what happens. And I'm like, what? The latest is just like, he's basically at the thing of saying holes and fucking slits. And,
oh, Jesus Christ, Pips.
But nobody checks over him because we've got the monkey problem. Monkey, chimpanzee. I'm going to run flashcards for all the contributors so they start to know the difference in the animal kingdom.
They should just fucking let out all the zoos.
What? Hicks, what the fuck what is this? Fucking a Brad Pitt science fiction movie? 12 Monkeys?
Yeah. I was on Brad Pitt's side in that film.
Well, Brad, he didn't even... Well, I don't want to give a fucking spoiler here, but Bruce Willis saw himself get shot. That's what I'm saying. He saw himself get shot. By the world, what do you think? Bruce Willis was 12 and then 45. Look at the difference in the world in 30 years. and then somehow we can't fucking get our shit together, but we invent a wacky time machine?
Oh, yeah.
No. Here's my fucking theory about this.
Okay.
That entire thing takes place as some psychotic in the nut house believing all that.
What?
It's not fucking true. That's my belief.
I don't know, man. That time machine sure didn't work very well.
My father is a great man. I worship my father.
All right, kid, calm down.
I'm gonna go home and watch that right now.
It's the shit.
Joe, Philly, you're on Run Fizz.
Hey, boys, what's happening?
Yeah.
Wanted to touch base with you on the murder rate thing and all, and Ronnie, I figured this might hit a little close to home, being from Chester and all. My buddy's a cop in Wilmington, New Jersey, and per capita, meaning the amount of people that live in the area, they have the highest murder rate in the country.
Well, A, never be so condescending to us that you have to explain per capita.
Who's
B,
to the listeners?
you know, I have got to say this. You got to get more people if you want the heat. Hey, we're the biggest little town, and I drive right through Reno every time. I don't give a shit. I'm on my way to Vegas.
That's where the ballers go.
Right. I don't want the biggest little city title. That's embarrassing to me. And I'm not saying that because I'm 36 floors in the air here in the place I like to call the Apple. I also like to call it A-Town, but nobody else will do that with me.
I call Astoria A-Town.
For ass? Because you get so much ass over there?
Astoria, A is for Astoria.
Do you know the difference between a monkey and a chimp now, Hicks?
Yes.
Hicks?
Yeah.
Do you know the fucking difference between a monkey and a chimp?
I don't. One goes bald. I'm not sure.
You drinking last night?
No.
You're moving kind of slow today
No,
at the Junction. Seriously. If this was fucking Petticoat Junction, you'd be Uncle Joe. Because you're kind of leaning and fucking slurring.
No slurring.
Dan, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, DC, we're going to come back. We're going to reclaim that number one spot. We start slipping as soon as we change the Washington Bullets to the Wizards.
First of all, Washington Bullets, the Bullets was the greatest fucking name any team ever had.
And there's a reason why we're called the Bullets.
Here's the problem with DC. The people in the suburbs are too afraid to come into the town. The vanilla suburbs
That affects your numbers.
will not go into Chocolate City. And I know that from working down there, and we would do gigs. If we did one in town at night, our fucking listeners would stay away in droves. They were petrified of being in D.C. after dark. And they would literally scream. They were like fucking Will Smith in this thing, where they would yell if sundowners started happening.
That's fucked up. I like the Colt 45s. That was a fucking great old school team that they fucking won. But they did start selling the throwback hats, which were very popular. What?
If there's anything.
Okay.
We were listening to you to see if these little facts were going to go anywhere. They decided not to?
No. Petered out.
Let's go over here to AJ. He's in Kentucky. You're on the Run of Fez show. AJ, you got us, buddy?
Yeah. You ready?
I'm so ready.
The monkeys have tails.
Say it again?
Monkeys have tails.
All right, good fucking tip for you guys. Pips, get that up on a flashcard, because not only am I getting the flashcard stuff by the youth culture, we got the youth culture kids in today?
Joe isn't in. Joe's working today.
Oh, I'll just walk 2 blocks over to Times Square and watch him bothering fucking tourists.
You guys want to buy some stuff?
Nice shirt. Listen, there's a comedy club I think that you would like.
You're gonna love it, man. 2-drink minimum.
How do you get there? I don't know. I'm really from Minnesota, and all this is just so new and cool to me. Like the other day, we went to a nude beach.
My roommate shows her tits to get me free drinks. It's a weird relationship.
Yeah, she shows her tits, but he doesn't fucking get any closer than that.
No, he doesn't get it in.
This story on the iBang was a favorite of mine. the gold medalists owe $8,900 for each of their gold medals in tax money.
That's fucking nuts.
So those gold medals must really, they set some money back for that.
9 G's?
Yeah.
All right. Why doesn't America put up the fucking cash? They're winning it for the country.
Well, then they should let each of us wear it. If they're winning it for the country.
We don't even buy their plane tickets over there.
I did not know that. Who pays for it?
That's all like private sponsors. The government doesn't put anything into that.
So everything that they do, it's to raise money.
Right, like Ralph Lauren donated those outfits.
Why do you got to bring that up when they're Chinese? You know how bad that fucking hurt me? That he gave us free Chinese pants? Disgusting. By the way, it would be even better if he just, on the front of every jersey, it said Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, you gotta fucking represent your shit.
I played for the Ralph Lauren American team.
Oh, fashionable.
Look, we've got water polo up right now. But that's not even a USA thing.
No,
I know we got bets on that.
Hungary and Romania?
I am hungry. I'm hungry for this fucking ribs. What time are they getting here?
Haven't put the order in yet. But...
Right, too drunk?
No, I'm dead sober.
I'm going to check with Pips, because I know Pips doesn't drink at all, right?
No, he doesn't drink.
And the reason he doesn't drink?
Health. If he drinks, he'll fucking he'll be put in the hospital if he fucking drinks alcohol.
You're the same way, and yet you don't even slightly care.
Hell no. I've never been put in the hospital for fucking alcohol.
Yet. Patrick, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, you were saying that they tax them on the medals?
Yeah.
They don't. Every time an American wins or anybody wins a medal, they're given $25,000, and America is one of the only countries to tax that money.
Who gives them the $25,000? The Olympic Committee?
Yeah, yes. When you win a medal, I believe I read it was just gold medals, but I think it's every medal you win a certain.
I would be so fucking furious if I won a silver and was out to 25 G's. I'd fucking take the silver medal and just fucking throw it in the trash can.
No wonder Phelps was so pissed.
And I'd throw it in the trash can, and then I'd scream, "I'm broke. How the fuck am I supposed to live on a silver shitty medal?"
This is my fucking living.
I just can't believe our country taxes them.
I'm watching so much Olympics. Yesterday I had a little panic attack of, oh shit, one day the Olympics is going to be over. And I'll be stuck with shitty NFL, which is only once a week.
No. The NFL is going to be great. Trust me.
Compared to the Olympics, does anybody fucking go off the vault? Does anybody synchronize dive? Do they swim?
No, there's no water involved.
And yet you're telling me it's a great sport.
It's trust me. You're going to love it.
I would never trust you. A,
yeah.
You're a pathological liar.
No, I'm not.
B,
yeah.
You don't know the truth. So even if your heart was in the right place. Did you do your show last night with...
That's right.
With Dave?
That's up on riotcast.com right now.
What did you guys do the show on?
It was all Olympics, just Olympic talk. Just fucking love it.
Now, I want to check in on this. What country is Dave supporting?
USA.
Surprises me.
Yeah, he's loving the U.S.
I thought with China jumping out to an early lead, he'd suddenly be on their side.
Oh, no. Fuck China.
You don't fuck China. China fucks you. Logan, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, guys. I read an article about the tax money and everything for the medals. So gold is worth $25,000, and it's not the medals that are worth that. It's just prize money.
I had no idea the prize money. This is great.
Yeah. Well, silver's worth $15,000, and then bronze is worth $10,000.
What would be really fucking great is if you were just like, while you're getting your gold medal, and while the national anthem is playing, you're just making it rain down on the other fucking people, just fucking slapping that fucking cash out.
There should be a bigger disparity between the bronze and the gold. I mean, it's only $15,000 difference.
Do you hate when you see people happy when they get the bronze?
The bronze is so shitty. It's just so fucking bad.
But do you understand that the rest of your life you'll be an Olympic gold medal winner? Like if I told you, oh, my cousin was an Olympian.
Yeah.
You'd already be impressed.
Like, wow, he actually played in the games?
Yeah, he fucking did.
Fuck.
Now, if I said he's an Olympic medal winner, you know that he didn't win the gold because I would have fucking said it.
That would have been the first.
But you'd still be like, fuck, I wish I had that medal.
I don't think I'd take the bronze. I think I'd say I don't even need this.
This is the only sports where you will see people so fucking happy to not win that you'll see people like, fuck yeah, third place. That'd be like the Packers just fucking slapping a high five last year, running up and down. Like, I can't believe it, man. We're runner-ups to the Giants.
This is the best day ever. Oh, it'd be fucking bedlam.
But the only thing is, if you were up there, right, and you had your fucking 25 grand while you're getting your medal, you think it would look bad if you're going like this? Excuse me, I'm a couple of fucking Eagles short here.
They ought to make a bigger deal out of it, and with the medals, present one of those giant checks.
You love a giant check, and not a week goes by that you won't hear. And if you'd like to play this game at home, when Watley says giant check, he's very, very big on them. And even a couple of times he's had some made for our show that when we would do charity things or whatever, we would actually hand out the embarrassing giant check. Here's Jeff in California.
Ronnie B, you rule. The silver medalist is the saddest because he almost got gold. The bronze medalist just happy to medal.
I would be okay with medaling, but I would still, if I didn't win the gold, I would just do the Black Power salute. So nobody would be looking at the fucking gold guy.
Throwback.
And they're going, what is this white guy doing standing there with the 1968 Black Olympians? Why is he on their side?
Listen, that was fucking one of the coolest images ever. And it's a fat knot.
And he also didn't wear his shoes. I don't understand what that was about. Let's go over to Justin. You're on the Run Fest show.
Hey, buddies. So on the iBang today, you got the Norah Jones video for that song Miriam.
I had no idea this.
Oh, okay. Well, breaking news, spy report.
Spy report.
Oh, shit.
Now, did we call her a monkey by mistake?
Oh. Spy report. Spy report. Spy report.
I hope not.
Spy report. Spy report. Spy report.
No, the difference between... see if she has a tail. I would like to just find that out. So go ahead, Justin. What are you saying?
Okay, so you got the video, Norah Jones, the song Miriam, and it's all angry, like, hey, I'm going to kill you, I hate you, and that's, I know the girl, Miriam, it's like a true story. She slept with Norah Jones's boyfriend at the time, and I guess she's angry about it.
Now, she comes up here every once in a while. We never had her on the show because we wouldn't know what to say to her, but let's play a little bit of this. This is a real person she's saying this about?
Yeah, she's from BK, Norah Jones is, the boyfriend, this other girl, Miriam, they all are, so I guess it's a little party down in Brooklyn.
All right, hold on for a second. I want to come back to you. How would you like to have a fucking song written called Chris Stanley? I had to cut your throat.
I mean, if you got a lot of hits, maybe I wouldn't mind it. I'm like, wow, I really affected that person.
You know, if this was the old days, like the early 60s, Miriam would do a response song. And the song would be called There Ain't a Fence Built Around My Ass. Let's go. You want it? Come get it.
You're talking a lot of shit over there, aren't you, Nora?
Hey, Justin, can you hook us up with Miriam? We'd like to talk to her.
Well, honestly, none of our friends have actually mentioned it to her yet. I mean, everyone knows and everyone's talking about it, but I don't know if any one of us has been like, so, what do you think about that song? Or
do you have her phone number? Because I'll just call her fucking point blank and say...
You seen this?
Yeah, I think this is about you, and I think you should buy a gun and watch out for Norah Jones.
And get in the studio.
I could give you that number.
All right, hold on.
This is great. Can talk to Miriam.
Or Miriam. All right, let's hear a little more. All right, there's no sense in talking to an asexual and a drunk and a committed relationship about this. So send me in my interns, who I'm sure have had some broken hearts before. And I guess I could even pitch pips on this a little bit. But when someone, as they say, takes a boyfriend, okay? Takes a boyfriend from you, your boyfriend breaks up and he's with the new girl. Do you blame her?
No, I blame him.
No, you blame the guy.
So you would never write a song called Miriam about the girl that you want to
No.
kill.
It's the
See, I would never think that you could complain about the person that they went off with.
Exactly. Well, she's a bitch if she knows. If she knew that he had a girlfriend and she went along with an affair anyway, then she's a bitch. But you should be angrier at the person that you were close to and in a relationship and would betray you like that.
What makes you think it's even any of the other person's business?
What do you mean? How so?
Why would it be that other person's business? Let's suppose if you were Chris Stanley's, like you had a little thing for Chris Stanley.
Okay.
And you know that Chris, why would that get a laugh?
No,
Like it's unimaginable.
I know, I'm a monster.
I didn't mean it that way.
I'm a
I mean, look, no, you have to take it another way.
I didn't mean it that way.
You too were a centaur. All right, so it makes
now,
sense.
that's not right,
fucking
Ron.
human.
Stop trying to impress the girls.
I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just throwing that out there.
All right, so you know that Chris is in a committed relationship.
Yes, right.
But what if Chris starts giving you what like he calls his sexy eye?
Okay.
All right, he's dropping the sexy eye on you.
Okay.
Why would you care about this other person? This is between you and Chris Stanley, the
But
centaur.
because he has a girlfriend. When I know that someone has a girlfriend, that person doesn't become unattractive to me, but I know that it's off limits, so I don't think that way.
And you feel the same way?
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I think that's just madness.
Yeah.
I think that's just
I
madness.
my first boyfriend, the one that I'm with now, he did have a girlfriend,
Okay,
and I did have
thank you. Oh, yes.
I did have feelings for him, but I didn't do anything about it until they broke up.
And that girl hates you to this day.
Yeah.
All right, so you are Miriam. I didn't even
okay,
realize this. You're the Miriam of our show. Chris?
Yeah.
Sounds like you got a shot, buddy, because she's got a reputation around town.
Nothing sexual went on, and I even didn't talk to him for a while because it was so sad to be near him and not be able to be with him, so I would kind of shy away from even talking to him for a
I
while.
kind of feel like you waited, till it was socially okay, but you knew you were going to swoop in. And I have a little feeling of this too, Anna. I think you helped bump him along. I think you gave like a little advice,
No,
like
I
don't know,
didn't, because
you
that
gotta
would have
do
been
what's
obvious.
you got to do what's right for you. Maybe you need to take a little time off. Who knows? Maybe the right person is close.
I didn't
you just
even
don't know
talk to
it.
him because it was too sad.
You need to find somebody that you're friends with. First, like a friend first.
That's how you really build a relationship, and you're Facebooking them and shit.
Catholic Sam, your boyfriend is down in Georgetown this year.
Yeah, he's in D.C.
Okay. Are you 100% sure he's being true to you?
Yes.
That's naive.
You don't know that.
No one knows anything. No one knows anything. I think that she forced them to break up. That's my real belief.
I didn't. You can even. Well, no,
Yo,
he's
you're
not
crazy.
here.
You yelled at a goddamn cancer survivor and
Is
threw
it
it in
the
his
same
face.
You will never drop that, will you? You will never
He's the
drop
same
it, though.
guy. And
I
he
mean,
deserved
seriously.
it. He would even tell you himself that he deserved that if he were here now.
Of course, he's whipped. Those fucking guys, yeah.
He didn't deserve the cancer.
Fucking guys that are in
he deserved-
shackles will say anything.
He didn't deserve the
I did.
cancer.
I guess I deserve this black eye.
I am a fuck up.
I didn't stand up when she came into the room.
That's not why I was upset.
Do you think that he was better with the other person who didn't make him do a cancer walk, an unscheduled cancer walk?
No,
though?
she didn't even support him at all. She didn't even know that he had cancer. She forgot.
I bet he fucking, she drove him home from places, though, and then
She
just
didn't have
abandoned
a
him.
license or a car. Or a body.
She didn't blow smoke in his face.
No.
I do smoke in his face.
You do smoke in his face?
I'm not in his
He's
face,
got
out
cancer.
the window.
But he's got that's secondhand death to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's awful.
It's out the window.
Cancer sticks.
Why would you
Can I
take it
have
out of your own
one
pocket?
It's cancer sticks. It's bad.
See, now I need one.
Hicks, you are one badge away from being bad lieutenant. That's the only thing that keeps you from being him.
Give me the kibble. Come on.
All right, there is no Miriam. There's no phone.
I just
It was all
tried
bullshit.
to.
Yeah, it was all bullshit.
I'm going to try again when I get back in there.
She didn't pick up.
You don't call
Did she
once
say
and
this
give
is
up.
Miriam?
She didn't pick up.
The voicemail said, "This is Miriam."
Oh,
This
shit.
is Miriam. If you're not Norah Jones, leave a message.
Oh, Miriam.
The friends won't even bring it up to her.
That-
You fucking,
That
I
seems
feel
a
like
little
if
weird.
you were a friend, like, you would bring that up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
If something was written about my friend, I feel like we would talk about it a
Before
lot.
she finds out the hard way.
Yeah.
And that's Norah
exactly.
Jones with an axe.
I don't even know if she could pick up an axe. She's a little, tiny little thing. I mean, if there's somebody stalking you, it would be okay. There's Norah Jones. Because she's tiny.
If I were Miriam, I'd be fucking loving this. I'd fucking send it out to everybody. Hey, look what I did.
You know, Fiona Apple did that song Jonathan about her ex. And then she was like, this is about... I don't know where she said it. I think it was either in an article or she was on stage, but she's like, this is about Jonathan. And why is this song playing again? I'm telling you. So so then she says, he took me to Coney Island like he does all of his girlfriends. Like she thought it was special, but everybody gets to go to Coney Island.
That's right. Then really, it's a shitty date no matter what. It's fucking Coney Island.
Yeah, but not if you're a star and you're like, oh, I'm like a regular person. I think it's a fucking smart move.
If you're going to shit talk somebody in a song, I hate when people play coy about who they're talking about. Like Alanis Morissette, or I think Carly Simon, not saying who they wrote those songs about. For
You'd
what
rather
reason?
say it.
You know, just say it. Just
Like
you wrote
give
the
out-
song. Why be? You know,
Chris Stanley of 1890.
Here's his phone number. He's a real dick. Here's a password to all of his fucking email accounts.
212-455. Your phone starts. You're hearing the debut song, and your fucking phone starts blowing up. Shit. And then, like, you don't even know it, but the video comes out, and it's you being shot through a spy cam.
How do you even get that?
I don't know. It's very weird how people blame exes. Some people are obsessed with their ex's dating life.
Oh, yeah. They want
Yeah,
to know every
I feel like that's most people, especially now with Facebook. It makes it really easy to Facebook
So
stalk your
easy.
exes.
I know an extremely famous comedian who, when he was with his chick, he would force her. I don't even think force, because his chick was nuts too, to call exes and say this is what we're doing right now, and it's way better than
Holy shit. Fuck, man.
with you.
That's crazy.
That's funny. I've done something like that before.
What did you do? I want to hear. I want to fucking hear this.
You're both Miriam and Norah Jones.
I dated.
It's the fucking same thing. It's crazy.
Every nutty person that could be.
No, before I started dating this guy, I never really had a boyfriend before him, but I dated somebody kind of casually before that who knew of this guy that I'm dating now. And I told him, listen, I don't want to be with you. I have feelings for somebody else. It's not possible to be with that person now, but I don't feel right stringing you along. I don't care for you that way. So he proceeded to just bash me all the time and stalk me, and he was really upset with me. So I wanted to get back at him in certain ways. So when I started dating this guy, I would rearrange the guy who I used to date. I would rearrange his desk so that it looked like we had sex on the guy's desk.
Oh my
because
God!
we worked at the same radio station.
Oh
so
my
I'd put
God!
the phone like over there. I'd put a handprint on the wall, like just for. Meanwhile, we weren't even doing anything at that stage, but I wanted it to look like we were. 'Cause I hated that guy.
Lunacy!
Wow.
The lunacy!
That's crazy.
Fucking bad shit.
Here's the thing, too.
Crazy.
She has like the little sweetest smile, nice eyes, but the second she starts talking, it's mob wives.
And he was the program director of our radio station. So the guy that I was dating has a radio show on that station too. So he said, "Can I cover for Anna's show?" She said that I could have her slot for one night. Like just funny things, like just saying things like that to piss the kid off.
Slot. Now here's the thing, in the history of radio, and this is a true story, the program director has never gotten laid. And I don't care what station you're at. They never get laid. Nothing they can do about it. It's just in the cards. That's like saying, somebody said, like a girl saying, I went to the rodeo and ended up banging the clown. No, it doesn't happen that way.
It's true.
It doesn't go down. All right, we're going to take a break here. Thank you, ladies.
No problem.
And
Thank you.
if we ever get Miriam on the phone,
I'm
we'll
going to go get on that.
see if it's her. Lots coming up today, and we're going to come back with this with Fez. Mild mental illness increases death risk.
Fuck.
So, if you are anxious, this gives you something to really be anxious about.
Death is looming.
It's there.
And it's going to come to you first.
Hovering. Ron and Fez Show. It's a little bit of Pass the Hatchet from Southern Culture on the Skids. Let me chop it. You ever see these guys, Hicks?
No.
They come out throwing chicken wings and drums at the audience.
Oh, hell yeah. All
They're
right.
fucking great, man.
That's fucking the shit.
They're just amazing, man.
Dinner and a show, though?
Yeah. It is.
Same time.
It's like a delicious, fun, great show. Yesterday, August 1st, was Chick-fil-A Day. And much to Fez Whatley's chagrin, it was extremely popular with the people who don't want the gays to make a cock ring into a marriage ring, as been pointed out so many times. Fez, you've put together a little piece up on the iBang, almost a slideshow of yourself dealing with it, right?
Right, yeah, just some of the photos of the huge gatherings at Chick-fil-A yesterday.
Were you happy to see Chick-fil-A get that kind of turnout?
No, I was not thrilled at all. I actually thought this will end up being just another day at Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe they'll show up at a couple, but not this nationwide parade of people.
Yeah, they were. And not because they like the food.
No.
All right, so you put this up on the iBang, and you can explain as you go along. You've written a little something under each one, Fez?
Yeah, I've got, just to capture the moment.
This is almost like one of the old slideshows when, like, a comedian would work with a slideshow. Like, here's what we did on a vacation. So let's go through these, Fez.
All right, in photo number 1 here, you see everyone lined up just out the door of Chick-fil-A. You can see what they're saying here. We think we spotted some gays. Is this the line for the torches?
Are you getting the stuff on your iBang? Are you getting the jokes?
No.
All right. Maybe we got a problem there, but keep going along.
In the next photo here, you see Mike Huckabee interviewing someone at a Chick-fil-A. Mike Huckabee, of course, organized Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day. You see him interviewing this man, asking a question. Pardon me, sir, but does this Appreciation Day make me look fat?
Oh, jeez. See, that's just cattiness.
Please, everyone on the iBang, scroll down to photo number 3 as you see this bunch of young people going into a Chick-fil-A. One man standing a little further back, and he seems to be saying, "You guys go ahead. I'm going to stand here and talk to my shadow some more about equality."
I don't even understand that one, but okay.
Well, he's so dumb he's talking to his shadow.
Okay. Gotcha.
And the shadow's smarter.
All right.
As you scroll down to the next photo, that's Senator Lindsey Graham enjoying some Chick-fil-A. And you can kind of tell what he's saying here. I believe he's saying, "I got off that boat with nothing but my dance belt and a tube of chapstick."
Jeez.
Scroll down to the next photo, a little family here.
Yeah.
They've actually gone in costume.
Well, are they cows?
Yeah, they're the Chick-fil-A cows.
I didn't know that. Why would Chick-fil-A have cows?
That's their gimmick. The cows tell you to eat more chicken.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
The cows don't want to be hamburgers, so eat more chicken. So you have the little kid there dressed as a cow, and he seems to be saying, "Excuse me, Mommy, but after lunch, can we have hetero wedding cake for dessert?"
I don't even know. Some of these jokes I don't get, but it doesn't sound like you're happy with these people.
No, I'm not. Next photo, you see a very big crowd in line at Chick-fil-A with the announcement going off. "Attention, everyone. Everybody who wasn't smarter than a 5th grader gets a free sandwich."
So we're doing like anti-Southern stuff?
As you see the folks in their suspenders waiting in line.
So now you're taking down, what's the comic's name that the redneck?
Jeff Foxworthy.
You're taking him down a peg?
Yeah, I'm just going to lop him in with everyone else.
Do you think he's on the side of anti-gay marriage?
Yes, he's getting ready to... His next show is a Bible trivia show. So yes, I believe he is.
Now, I'm not a big Bible person, but is any of it trivial? You You would think to yourself that would be fucking insult. What do you mean trivial?
Our next photo, you see Pat Boone loading up on the Chick-fil-A with his big Liberace sunglasses, his gold chain, and his V-neck. And you really have to say, hey, Pat, whose side are you on here in that outfit?
It really is, Fezzy, a pantsuit.
It
and
is.
he does look like a crazy old queen.
He's got the...
But this is the greatest thing in history. If you're on the opposite side of Pat Boone, you're in the right. There's never been a case where this fucking guy who basically raped black culture back in the 50s and whitened it up for the radio. In any other country, he would have been fucking stoned there. I wish that would have showed up somewhere in the Bible. All right, go ahead.
Our next photo, this is some people waiting in line, and you see some African-American folks getting ready to go into Chick-fil-A, and a couple behind them where she turned to her boyfriend and asked, "You don't think they're here for a Wildin', do you?"
Okay.
God.
Next photo in the Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day scrapbook, some elderly women sitting at a table enjoying their Chick-fil-A and just kind of pondering, why should the gays get married? Jesus never did. Hey, wait a minute.
These old ladies, they think that Jesus was gay?
Yeah, it's like just dawning on them as they're finishing up their Chick-fil-A originals.
Is this a theory of yours? Jesus was gay?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I never knew that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then our final photo is Todd and Sarah Palin chowing down on Chick-fil-A with the caption, "As far as I know, they are spelling chicken correctly."
Fez, you're a son of the South, and you've turned anti-Southern. You're not so much pro-gay as you are
did the Southern people turn anti-me?
Well, I think that they were always, up front. Unlike you, they were up front about it. All right, let me see what some of the people are right. Stay sexy, Fez. Only in New York. Eat more dicks.
Dickin'.
All right, Liz Sets Fire says Fez seriously takes all the fun out of being gay. I Spy the Token Black Guy. And then this person's name is Hey Fez. Gay marriage has finally become a big issue in our country because of fried chicken.
They're on the forefront. It's very nice. I was seeing something today where...
By the way, Rorschach says a lot of those people didn't know that it was Anti-Gay Day.
On lunch.
The Chick-fil-A here is always lines. Let's go over to John. John, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey there, Ronnie B. If this upset you so much, Fez, why would you be promoting, all the crowds actually showing up to Chick-fil-A with the pictures?
There's no hiding it. I mean, there's photos everywhere. There's cars lined up down exit ramps.
See, let me just also say this. And Fez is expecting these same people to come and kill him one day. I mean,
let's get photos of them out there.
There's no doubt that that a big part of your unacceptance thing is that you're worried that you're going to die in some kind of anti-gay attack someday.
Absolutely, yes.
Do you think a lot of these people that are anti-gay marriage would kill you if they had the chance?
Absolutely. If they had if they thought they couldn't get caught,
yeah,
even Pat
I'd
Boone?
be dead. Especially Pat Boone.
Pat Boone, that is the funniest fucking... First of all, thank God you're here, because I wouldn't have known, A, he was still alive, and B, that old queen was him. That is the funniest fucking picture ever.
He's dressed like B. Arthur.
Wade, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, I can't see how Fez thinks that by somehow rallying against Chick-fil-A, that somehow he'll reach equality. It just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. I will say this. I think it's the funniest thing Fez did in a long time. I was very fucking happy with that. Let's go over here to Michael. You're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B., you sound like the mayor of A-Town. I got a question for Fezzi. Why is he associating chicken places with a place for wildings? Isn't that pretty racist?
You have to be able to follow the bit, love. You have to realize I'm giving the captions of what the people in line are saying. You see the distance between them and the people of color ahead of them.
Ah.
They're staying back a little.
Oh, because I was ready to dump out when you said the N-bomb. If you found out that anybody, let's suppose it was a celebrity, a politician, whoever it had to be, a family member, if they said they were anti-gay marriage, could you still like them?
No, there would be a huge prejudice against. It would be the only thing I could think of when I saw them.
It wouldn't be a prejudice if you actually judged them on them. You're not prejudging them.
Oh, okay.
You would actually be a post-judge. This is a post-judge. But would it change your mind about everything about them if they were anti-gay marriage?
Yes.
Even if they said, I'm not anti-gay, I'm just anti-gay marriage.
I find that to be the worst excuse. And a lot of people say that. No, I love gay people, but don't let them come in here asking for a wedding cake. It doesn't make any sense.
Daniel, Bama, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Fez, you remember a couple of weeks ago when you were telling everybody that there was a difference in between homosexuals and pedophiles, that there was a big difference. Please realize that not all people in the South think like that, and I would appreciate it if you didn't put us all in that group. I have no problem with you getting married. To be honest with you, I have no problem with gay people at all. Every time two guys turn gay, it's just more likely that I'm going to get a good-looking chick. So I thank you, dude. You don't bother me at all.
All right, I'm wondering about him getting the checks, but other than that, I'm looking at giant crowds in the South. That's what I'm putting out here in the scrapbook.
But you still can't lump us all into that group. I mean, you still can't just generalize and say it's the South. It's the South. You can't do that. I don't say that all pedophiles are Jerry Sandusky and they like guys, or that all queers are pedophiles. It's not fair. You can't put us in. You ask us not to judge you like that, and then you're going to turn around and judge us like that. That's not fair, man. I support you completely. I'll do anything I can to help you. I'll do anything I can to help you get it to where gay marriage is legal in every state. But please, don't put us in that group. I don't belong in that group. My wife doesn't belong in that group, nor do my children.
I think it's a very good point. I think you can explain to Daniel that, you're not against him.
No, I'm not against you, Daniel. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, according to these pictures, it looks like you're some of the few people that didn't show up. Which I appreciate.
Well, how many people are in those lines? When you look at those lines, how many people are in them?
Hundreds.
All right, and how many people live in Alabama? Millions. So you've got a lot of people who didn't feel the need to be part of the Chick-fil-A party. The people that really are pissed about this is Cracker Barrel. Because they're like, now, where's our people at today?
They wish they had thought of it.
Let's go over here to Kyle. Kyle and Charlotte, you're on my face.
Hey, Ron, it's Kyle. I hope you guys are having a good day.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, listen, I just find it so unique in that the people who judge against gays and they turn up for silly things like this are casting judgment, but they're the Christians and they're the holy ones. I'm a Christian. I have no problem with gays. I'm fiscally conservative, socially liberal. I could care less. It should be up to you and your own thoughts and what you believe in, and it doesn't need to be cast around the country. I would be embarrassed to be part of Chick-fil-A yesterday.
You know what's kind of interesting? I mean, you said fiscally conservative, socially liberal. I wonder how big that party would be. Because I think that you would have a lot of Republicans jump and a lot of fucking Democrats jump into that third party. Yet no one can seem to pull it off. And we're stuck with these two fucking parties.
That's right.
866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Let's go over here to Larry. You're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, Fezzy. A lot of people there actually aren't there because they are against gay marriage. They're there because they support the owner for the right to have, free speech, like I do. I'm for gay marriage, but I also want to defend this guy's right that, he has a free enterprise and he has his own opinion. And I don't think it's right that mayors could ban people because they're of their own religious beliefs. What do you think about that?
I think that no one has been banned. Mayors have said it, but no one's been banned. And also, you can't say that all these people are there because they embrace gay people. And if you want to talk about free expression, gay people should be allowed to express themselves by marrying the person they want to.
But I do think that those two mayors would fucking hurt the cause. I honestly do. I think that they tried to bully up, and they just put more money in this guy's fucking pocket. And now, if I had like a fucking tire store down south right now, I'd probably put up a sign that said, "I'm not selling any tires to any gay marriage people," and seeing if I couldn't get a line out front.
Like people load up on
There's
tires.
like a lot of... I saw a dating site, like a commercial for a dating site, and it had to do with like help God find your lover for you, like find your Christian lover.
I think it's called Christian Mingle.
And it actually said like have like God's thing, like somehow God was involved in the site.
Yeah, God has a plan for you. I think it's what the commercial says.
I would put up a sign that said God wants you to have these tires.
Find God's match for you.
God's online.
He will intervene directly into your sex life.
Whew. Let's go over here to Trucker Man, Louisiana. You're on Fez. Trucker Man,
Hello?
once, twice, Sky Buddy.
Hey, buddy. Hey, how can Fez be such a proponent for the gay community when he's pre-gay?
Well, we've already talked about that before. He's kind of transitioning.
And I will eventually be full practicing gay. I'm gay now. Just haven't done anything.
Kind of gay.
No, I'm gay. I'm openly gay. I just haven't been gay with another person.
But do you know how much more impressive this would have been if you would have said, "I'm gay and this is my boyfriend Doug, and if any of you fuckers say anything about me, Chris Stanley or Mark Zito, I'm gonna fucking have Doug punch you in the head."
Doug's badass.
That would be the best. Jim and Philly, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, I just want to say to Fez, it's nice to finally hear his voice instead of clamming up all this time, and finally nice to hear him come out and say what he actually feels.
Well, I thought the bit was pretty funny. I did. I thought it was great. John, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey guys, how you doing? Pepper
Good.
Hicks, how are you?
Pepper Hicks, I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Fezzy, are you?
It is great.
Fezzy, are you going to start fighting against In-N-Out Burger?
Rob Cross was just telling us that when he goes to In-N-Out Burger, there's like little Christian sayings on it and stuff, that they're anti-gay marriage. And they even have a thing, In-N-Out Burger has a thing that says it's in and out of vagina, not in and out of male asshole. That's what it says on the fries. And you're like, I'm trying to fucking eat. I don't want to be eating my fries and look down and see the term male asshole.
Oh. Tasty.
Oh!
The
burger! Ryan, you're on the Run of Fez show. Ryan.
Hey, Fez, just want to ask you a question.
You can ask me without even having to ask me if you can ask me a question.
That's
Okay,
being
thanks.
condescending.
Yeah, all of your outrage towards the Chick-fil-A, why don't you channel your anger and rage towards something more constructive, getting involved in helping, with legislation or some type of thing that's a little more productive than just railing against a fast food chain?
I think talking about it on a national radio show is helping.
International
radio show.
And bi-coastal. Fez, why don't you go down to Florida and campaign for Obama? So in the latest polls, he's losing down there. That's your home state.
Oh yeah, that's now another very close battleground state.
Why don't you go? Organize.
Just go fucking nuts.
Just go down there, fucking take your pants off, and fucking threaten to do stuff, whatever you need. Be one of those guys who drives around, picks up people on buses. Those people always make me laugh.
Take you to fucking Come on, register, dude.
Hicks, you go down with him and cut that fucking hair into a mullet. It'll take you 2 minutes.
They'll love you.
Seriously, you will look like the governor of Florida in 2 minutes. I'll get you a hat with a gator face on it.
Cool. I'll get some fucking bumper stickers.
Everything is cool. It's all fucking cool. It's laid back.
I'll fucking hit up some of the pain management clinics.
Yeah.
I'll come back up, have something to sell.
I know you're interested in guns. There's plenty of fucking places to shoot guns down there.
Oh, shit. Man.
Everybody goes out.
Fuck.
And you can go to the roll your own cigarettes place in my hometown.
I don't think so.
Really?
I think they busted all those.
Yeah,
there was some story about them.
The country's getting not wise to it.
They're fucking swinging in.
Bloomberg fucking shut that down in New York like 6 months ago, like real quick. Even though it was legal to do it, he was just like, "Fuck you! I'll fucking throw the fucking weight of the city against you." No one buys cheap cigarettes in this town.
All right, let's just play the other side of this, because I know this is almost a daily thing for you, Fez.
Uh-huh.
How are you going to deal with the fact that a lot of people are anti-gay marriage, but they don't want to physically hurt you? Because I think that you look at this and you see like an invading army.
Yeah, I look at this like a mob, these photos. That's why in the first one I said grab the torches.
I know. You honestly think these people are going to burn you out of house and home?
Mm-hmm. That they would want to.
Now, do you realize that your mom probably agrees 100% with those people?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't judge her harshly. You keep your relationship with her. A lot of these people, it's just their age. You know? They're fucking... They've seen changes happen so fast. And there's not like the world of apps and iPads.
Get you on your Instagram, dog, and the Chick-fil-A.
And fucking dance music. I mean, the world is changing so fast on them. And, you know, they're seeing people with tatted up all over the place. And there's still people freaked out about that.
Well, what I liked about what the different mayors said about not wanting them in the city is at least Chick-fil-A and Dan Cathy found out what it felt like to be on the other side of that. If he had said that if Dan Cathy had said this 20 years ago, he'd have 100% support.
All right, you have to understand something. If the people wanted to do something about it, it would be fine. The mayors never should have been involved. That's hurting your cause more than that I can help sink into your head. You don't want that. No more than you do want to hear, we don't want Coca-Cola coming here because they paid for a gay float. By the way, do they serve Coca-Cola in those places?
I think they are all Coca-Cola places.
So they're probably not anti-fucking gay. You rode on their float before. Coca-Cola isn't pulling their product out of there because it's just business. You can disagree with people and continue to do business. You can disagree with people in this country. It'd be great if we could get back to just disagreeing with people. Let's go over to Mark. Mark, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, you sound like $1 million.
Thanks.
Hey, I got a question for you, Fez. The question would be, why is it that you're attacking Christianity for their stance on? Now, me personally, I'm an atheist. I really don't care. But what I'm looking at is the easy target of Christianity. Why don't you get the big balls that I know you have and attack the Muslims? Muslims will kill homosexuals. And you know what? Why don't you just go ahead and protest the OPEC nations because it is part of their
he
religion.
doesn't live in that fucking country. The reason why the Christianity gets held to stuff is the Muslims don't have a big political pull in this country. They're a minority here. Fuck going Iran. Fuck the way those people act over there. Fuck all that mosque shit. It's all crazy.
They like stoning people on a regular basis.
No one's talking about that, though, because they're not running the political thing here. Even the Republicans, the people that are fiscally conservative, have to bend over to these other things. Mitt Romney was pro-abortion, pro-health care, and now has to fucking bend over and act like he never was so that he can get the religious right to vote for him. The religious right swings a big fucking stick. But you know what? If the Jews were controlling a huge part of the thing and they had, yes, but these are minority things. The black churches who vote with the Democrats, they don't want gays either. Traditional people don't want gay marriage.
It was. I saw this morning some of the groups that were coming together for Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day. There was like neo-Nazi groups. There was black conservative Christian groups.
You're uniting people. That's great.
Yeah, it's like the movie Independence Day. The strange alien is here, so let's all get together to force them back.
So you feel like you're against the whole world now? Do you feel?
When I saw that, totally.
I want you to be totally honest. In your feelings, do you ever think that you'll be assassinated for your gay beliefs?
There's a huge probability of that.
Holy shit.
So, in a way, you're like gay Martin Luther King.
Damn. Don't go out on any balconies.
Why?
They're high up.
That's where Martin Luther King got lit up.
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh, 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 ooh.